Guys, Cherry Lady, the third and final drop of the Takashi Murakami and Louis Vuitton 20-year celebration anniversary reedition collection, whatever you want to call it, the final drop, the cherry drop is finally here. And I got two things. I kept one and returned the other. I'm going to explain everything how, what later, because first we need to unbox this bag because I actually physically cannot wait any longer to open it and start using it. And then I'll also talk a little bit about the pre-order process, how it happened in my region, whether it improved in comparison with the first two drops, and then just some random thoughts on this collection. But now, no more talking, and let's open it. This is a true unboxing. Can't talk. This is a true unboxing. I literally got back from the store maybe like 2 hours ago because yeah, I just had to eat, and now I have to show the bag to you guys. And as you can see, this is the packaging that I got. It is the same as in the first drop. I did not get the fancy cherry packaging. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm still hoping that I may still get it, or maybe with the anyway. Okay, let me open it. Okay, so this is what I'm getting in terms of packaging. I got the colorful ribbon. I got the panda bear, once again, that has the multicolor monogram on the other side. And then I also got, I believe that this is a new box. It looks like just like the regular magnetic box, but actually it has this like the Louis Vuitton flower over here. So you open it a little bit differently. So even if it's not with the cherries, it is something that I had not seen before. So here we go. Ah. So I believe you're supposed to press on this button, and that's how the box opens. I have no idea how to do this. Like, is this how it works? Yes. Okay. So you have to press it with quite a lot of strength. And then on the inside, the box opened a little bit. And then on the inside, we have the bag. I think that you can pretty much guess which bag I got. This is the usual dust bag. The box looks exactly the same as the usual boxes. It's just that now you have this like hole over here, and it's like how to say, when it's like pressed forward, this button, you know. So yeah, this is, I guess these will be the new boxes. And now for the reveal, guys. Are you ready? I got the Louis Vuitton, you can see it already, I got the Louis Vuitton Speedy 20 in the monogram with the cherries. And now for some reason, I don't know if everybody else knew this, but I thought that the cherries will be printed on, like in the first, when they did this collection in the early 2000s, like that they're going to look the same. But instead, look at how glossy the cherries are. And in fact, they kind of feel like jelly, you know? Like, look, they have, I don't know, well, yeah, they do have this like 3D effect that you can actually feel the cherry. It is not that it's like printed and it's the same as the canvas, you know, because the LVs and the little stars, you cannot feel them. And also with the multicolor, you cannot feel the monogram. But the cherries you can actually feel, and I'm telling you, they feel like rubbery. Maybe, okay, maybe not rubbery, but like very glossy rubber. I am very bad with descriptions. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, I like to call them jelly cherries. I don't know why. I just feel like it sounds so cute. And so yeah, the texture of the cherries is so much. Wait, let me get the microphone so that the sound is a little bit better. But the texture of the cherries, they feel so differently than I thought they would. So we have the cherries all over the place. We have them at the bottom, on the other side. On the sides, there are three cherries, and also three cherries on this side. I mean, I feel like This is the perfect special everyday bag that is special but also like not unwearable. I feel like this is going to match everything. This is the perfect bag to like wear with jeans and a t-shirt, and it's just so cool. I feel like it is so cool. When I saw it, I just, yeah, the size is perfect. I love the Speedy 20 size. I feel like it fits more than I need, definitely. But at the same time, it is not too big. It doesn't look too big on my frame. And so we have the top handle. We also have this like detachable ribbon thing. And then, of course, on the inside, there is a strap that is actually, let me see, I think it's adjustable. So, this is the strap, and the strap is in fact not adjustable. So, almost lied to you over there. But of course, I have to show you the red interior, which is absolutely stunning. And then there is one interior pocket, and on the pocket it says 20-year anniversary celebration, Louis Vuitton X Murakami, made in France. And then we have the sakura flower, the panda, the cherry, and also the I don't know, like the little that alien thing. So over there it's on the tag. I'm going to insert maybe some pictures or videos so that you can see it better. But yeah, this is a very simple bag, but the monogram and the cherries, I feel like that's what makes this bag so special, you know? And someone said under the comments when the first pictures of this collection came out, someone said that the cherries, they kind of look like member berries from South Park. And like, I cannot unsee it anymore. So I don't know if you've watched that, but the like the purple berries with the faces, they look very very similar to the cherries, and it's so funny because I'm a huge fan of South Park, and the member berry episodes, they were so funny. And yeah, so I feel like it gives, I don't know, like extra humor and extra specialness to this collection for me. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I just wanted to mention very quickly that I'm impressed with the quality of this bag. I feel like the canvas feels very high quality, and it also looks high quality, and in general it just feels like it's a very well made bag, which is what it's supposed to feel like. But you know, like recently with the quality issues, yada yada yada, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. So I was pleasantly surprised. The canvas really feels very very good. So additionally to the Speedy 20, I had also ordered a passport holder. By the way, I kind of already gave away a little sneak peek on my Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, as I sometimes do little like Easter eggs on my Instagram before I post something on YouTube. So, anyway, I got the passport holder in the same print, the brown Louis Vuitton monogram with the jelly cherries. So, yeah, from now on, I'm going to be referring to the cherries as the jelly cherries. And I feel like as much as I loved it, I didn't want to have two things in the exact same print, because if that was the only print available for this collection, I would have kept it. But since there are two other prints, the white monogram with the cherries and then also the denim with the stitched cherries, I felt like, I don't know, like two of the same, I don't know, I just didn't, it didn't feel right. I wanted something else. I feel like that's where I made a mistake. So I decided to return the passport holder. I know that technically I could have kept it and then, I don't know, like sell it or something, but honestly, it's just not my style. I feel like if someone who really wants it gets it from the store because of me, it just brings me so much more joy, you know, that they have that they would be able to acquire a piece that they really really love, instead of me like dealing with all the sales and whatever. Like, no thank you. So I decided to return the passport holder, and I paid a little bit more and ordered something else, and probably I'm going to receive it next week. And so I'll upload like a little unboxing short, because I mean, I don't know, for one little thing, I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, I just don't feel like it needs a whole video, so probably I'll just upload an unboxing in the YouTube shorts or on my TikTok. So yeah, stay alert. Okay, now get comfortable because we're gonna talk about the whole like pre-order process for this bag and this collection in general and how it differed from the first two drops. But before I start, I feel like it is very, very important to mention my region because these things they really differ from region to region, as some markets are more competitive, some markets are less competitive. And so I am located in Europe, I'm located in Spain, and I feel like, very generally speaking, it is less competitive than, for example, let's say the United States. I feel like the competition for those bags, for these bags, is much, much higher in the US than it is here in Spain. So that is definitely one of the things that helped me get this bag. And then another crucial thing to mention is that I have an established relationship with an SA. It took me years to find him. Several Louis Vuitton SAs ghosted me throughout the years, but now I'm really happy that I have someone that really tries to help me get my dream pieces. I hope that he never leaves Louis Vuitton. Of course, as long as he's happy working there, I just hope that it's going to be many, many more years. So, yeah, so these are the two things that are very important to mention because Louis Vuitton, I feel like they are trying very much to sell to locals only. So it helped that I am a resident here in Spain. And on top of that, I have a relationship with my SA that also helped a lot. So already these two things, plus the less competitive market, it played a huge role into me being able to get this bag. So the pre-order process for me was very simple. I think it was the end of April that my SA sent me a link in which I was able to see like the whole collection, and I was able to select up to 4 products. There were so many choices. I loved so many things. So this bag, like, I was 100% sure that I wanted the Speedy 20. Another bag that I really, really loved was the white mini capucines with the cherries. That one was stunning, and like, it was very hard not to get it, but I just know that firstly, if I get this one, I would have a bag with the cherries, and secondly, I have my mini Lady Dior in white. So it's just like they were not different enough for me to be able to justify the mini capucines, because I mean, a white bag, even if it has cherries, it is still a white mini bag, so with a top handle. So I could not justify that one, but if you got it, congratulations, because I feel like it is one of the most beautiful capucines that I have ever seen. And then another, like, I liked a couple of the denim items. I liked the mini pochette. No, not the mini pochette, just the like the pochette in denim. I also like the white swimsuit. Like, there were plenty of pieces that I really liked, but I tried to stay like calm. And another thing that is worth mentioning is that I was able to modify my choices. So, for example, I chose the Speedy 20 and the passport holder, but I was able to like add 2 more pieces. Of course, if I would get them was another question, because of course the later you make the order, the lesser the likeliness that you're going to be able to get it. But technically, I was able to add 2 more pieces, or for example, remove this bag and change it to like a different bag. And then one thing that I found really interesting about the catalog is that there were no prices. I only found out the prices when my SA sent me the payment link. So I don't know if it was the same for all markets or if it was only like this in Europe. If you received the catalog and you were able to pre-order in advance, please let me know if your catalog had prices, because mine didn't. So I found that a little bit interesting. But overall, I have to say that this system with the catalog was much more streamlined. You just picked what you want, send like the SA immediately receives it, sends you the payment link, and it's done. So that really felt very convenient and very stress-free. And now I want to go back a little bit and talk more about the prices, because oh wow, I don't know if you saw my video where I unboxed the nano multicolor speedy from the first drop, but in that video I said that they could have easily priced these pieces much higher and people would have still bought them. And well, guess what? They heard me. They heard me because the prices of the third drop were significantly higher than the first drops. As I already mentioned before, when I was making my choice in the catalog, there were no prices, but they still have all the pieces available to see on the website and on the Louis Vuitton app. So I kind of based the prices on those pieces because from the first drop, they also had a monogram Speedy 20 with like some kind of print on top of it. And they also had a multicolor passport holder. So I kind of estimated that my total order is going to be around 2,500 euros. And then my SA sent me the payment link, and my jaw dropped because the total price for those two items was 3,000 euros. So the Speedy 20 was is 2,550, and the passport holder was, again, why am I saying was, 450 euros. So yes, a total of 3,000 euros for a monogram Speedy 20 and a monogram passport holder. And in comparison, I know for a fact that the multicolor passport holder was like 385 from the first drop. And the Speedy, I don't remember exactly, maybe like 2,100, 2,150. So yeah, overall from 2,500, more or less 2,500 to 3,000, that's 20% more. I feel like that classifies as a significant price increase. And well, guess what? I'm a sucker. I paid. And that's exactly what I was talking about in my first video with the multicolor nano speedy unboxing from the very first drop, that people just loved these pieces and these collections so much that they were willing to pay a premium. And I feel like the fact that all three drops were so in demand just prove that. But as my essay explained to me, the reason for the price increases for this collection, it was not just the high demand, it was also the fact that putting these jelly cherries, as I like to call them, on top of the canvas was a much more like complicated process than it is just dealing with the multicolor monogram, because that's already ready, you know, it's printed. But with these cherries, I guess there was like an extra step that they had to take to like put them, steam them, glue them. I don't know. I really have no idea how they put these cherries on top of the bag. And as a matter of fact, it would have been so interesting if they did like a behind the scenes of how they actually got these cherries to stick to the bag, because I'm telling you, they feel like jelly. It is so interesting. This is not just, you know, like paint or whatever. Yeah. So, and also it would have been very interesting to see the behind the scenes on the denim pieces with the stitched cherries. So I really hope that maybe one day they're gonna show us, because I would just find it so, so interesting. So yeah, allegedly this is the only reason for the price increases for this collection, but I do feel like that maybe the success of the first drop did play a part in this collection being more expensive than the first and the second, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? And finally, I also wanted to touch a little bit on the packaging, but I'm not going to talk about it too much. The only thing that I don't understand about the packaging is why they show us the beautiful packaging on the website that you're supposed to receive with your goodies, but they don't make enough of it. I just don't get it. Those are my only thoughts. Like, if you're gonna put it on the website that with this bag you receive the fancy cherry packaging, then just give me the packaging. If you cannot provide me with that packaging, don't put it on the website. It's as simple as that. Why do they put it on the website and then they don't give it to you? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm just happy to have the bag. The packaging is just an extra, you know, it would have been extra nice to receive it. And actually my essay, he said that he may still be able to get it for me, so let's see. Or maybe for the other item that I received, I may still get it. So there is still hope, but still, I mean, like, this is launch day. They should have been ready. They should know by now that people love the packaging, especially after all the backlash from the first drop. So, yeah, okay, now rant over. And then the last thing that I wanted to touch on is influencer gifting, because for the first drop, they went in heavy with the influencer gifting, okay? But then for the second and for the third drops, it was crickets. I mean, personally, I didn't see any like free bags that were unboxed by influencers. So that was definitely the right decision. I can respect that Louis Vuitton learned from their mistakes, because honestly, like, promoting these bags and giving them away for free while your actual paying customers are basically playing like Louis Vuitton Hunger Games on the Louis Vuitton website, it just made absolutely no sense, and it was super, super disrespectful. So I'm happy that it didn't happen this time. And by the way, if you ordered something from this drop from the Louis Vuitton website, how was your experience? Like, was it easier or was it the same? Like, let me know all of your thoughts and all of your experiences in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was useful, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Stay safe, everyone.